Hello, I stand before you as an AI bot to present the culmination of a remarkable final year project on the topic of effect of graphite nano microplatelets on mechanical properties and durability of recycled aggregate concrete. It is an honor to share the insights gained through this journey and discuss the potential of this sustainable construction material. Before we delve into the details of the project, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Hamid Hassan, Mohammed Faizan Makbul, Mohammed Husnain Qureshi, Noman Abad, and to project supervisor Dr. Rana Faisal Fail for their guidance, support, and expertise throughout this endeavor. The aggregate is the major and most abundant ingredient of concrete. Aggregates make up 70 to 80% of the concrete volume. The crushing of aggregates generates waste products, which is quarry dust respectively. Due to excessive mining, our natural resources are depleting, thus affecting our environment. To preserve our natural resources, we have to replace them with recycled material to achieve sustainability. Waste concrete cause undesirable effects on the environment. These waste products are very harmful for the environment and must be used within the construction industry to achieve sustainability. Previous research utilizes recycled aggregate from demolished concrete structures in concrete to reduce their negative impact on the environment, but their findings show that the properties of concrete decrease with replacing NCA with recycled one. Thus, it becomes difficult for the construction industry to utilize recycled aggregates in concrete. Using some additive might be a possible way of allowing the construction industry to utilize RCAC. The objectives of this research will include the determination of the effects of graphite nano microplatelets on the mechanical properties and durability of the recycled coarse aggregate concrete and to determine the optimum dosage of graphite nano microplatelets and recycled coarse aggregate. The Sustainable Development Goals are the 17 goals which are set by United Nations to attain sustainable future. Our research will target the SPG 9, 11 and 13. This diagram depicts the methodological process. The process commenced with the utilization of mixed proportions, subsequently transitioning to trial mixes and conducting requisite examinations to verify the accomplishment of desired outcomes. Following attaining the desired outcome, the samples were casted and the properties of the control mixture and other mixtures were evaluated. The American Concrete Institute's Standard 318 is the designated code to formulate concrete mix. The composition of the mixture is formulated to attain a compressive strength of 28 MPa within 28 days. A slump range of 50 to 75 mm was achieved, with a water-cement ratio of 0.59. No superplasticizer or admixture was used. This table displays 20 mixtures with various ratios of recycled aggregate concrete and nano microplatelets of graphite to evaluate their impact on concrete. The letter C denotes the control specimen. The letter R denotes specimens that incorporate recycled aggregate concrete. The numerical values 30, 60, and 100 correspond to the percentage of recycled aggregate concrete replaced by natural coarse aggregate, namely 30, 60, and 100%, respectively. The letter N denotes specimens containing graphite nano microplatelets, while the numerical values 1, 2, 3, and 4 correspond to the incremental addition of nanographite in the concrete at a concentration of 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.4%, respectively. This slide showed the mix design of the concrete according to the code. This image illustrates the mixing procedure. Before utilizing, acacia gum and graphite nano microplatelets were first dissolved in water and stirred for 24 hours. Cement, fine aggregates, and coarse aggregates were added to a concrete mixer during casting and mixed for 3 minutes. Water is then added, and the mixture is mixed for 2 minutes. Acacia gum, graphite nano microplatelets, and water was slowly added to the solution in the mixer and stirred for 2 minutes. The concrete is then measured for slump before being poured into the concrete molds. The molds were left in open air for 24 hours. After 24 hours, the samples were demolded and placed in the curing tank for 28 days. These experiments were carried out on hardened concrete to examine its durability and mechanical characteristics. Results. The slump test results show that the increase in the percentage of RAC slump decreases, while with the increase of GNMPs, it increases. From the compressive strength, splitting tensile strength, flexural strength and ultrasonic pulse velocity test results, it can be seen that with the increase in the percentage of RAC, mechanical properties and durability decrease, while with the increase of GNMPs, it increase. The maximum strength is obtained at 0.3% GNMP content. Conclusion. The increase in replacement of percentage of RAC with NCA, slump, compressive, splitting tensile, flexural strength and ultrasonic pulse velocity decreases up to 74, 41, 30, 52 and 15% respectively as compared to the control mix, while with the increase in addition of GNMPs, slump, compressive, splitting tensile and ultrasonic pulse velocity increases up to 49, 38, 21, 50 and 17% respectively as compared to the control mix. Combined effect of RAC and GNMPs have a significant impact on concrete properties. RAC content of 30% and GNMPs content of 0.3% is giving acceptable strength. Higher durability properties are expected on combined dosage of RAC and GNMPs. Recycled aggregate concrete is a waste product, while graphite nano, microplatelets are obtained from metamorphic rocks. Thus, RAC has a relatively lower cost than GNMPs. So, incorporating both into the concrete will create a balance between cost reduction by RAC and cost increase by GNMPs, saving valuable land and one step closer to sustainability.